Hey guys, it's Matt with Jinx Brothers, and it's dime time. Come on, you know better than that. I went to the bank today to get quarters, and she said I only can give you $100. So I decided in my hunt for quarters, I would swing by some other banks like Wells Fargo, 2 different ones, actually 3 different ones. I would stop by some credit unions and try to pick up some halves. So there's the 100 she was able to give me. I went to, I don't know, about 10 banks. On the front of this box I wrote down some of the ones like BTT didn't have any, Additions didn't have any, Regions didn't have any. One of the Fifth Thirds didn't have any. Actually, 2 of the Fifth Thirds didn't have any. I stopped by a military credit union, and the line was ridiculous. So I lost my patience and left. One of my fair winds didn't have one did. And Wells Fargo seemed to do the best. I stopped by some Chases as well. Those don't have drive-through, so I had to swing in. Neither of them had anything. This one here was the least amount, but sounds the most promising. So let's get into these and see if we scored anything with the random half pickups. Alrighty guys, so here we are. The first bank I went to was Fairwinds. They gave me $32. They had $22 loose and they had one that's rolled. This sounds pretty claddy, but only time will tell. So let's see if we scored anything. Woo. We got ourselves some, whoops, where are we going here? We got ourselves some gold. Too bad it's not real gold. And the funny thing is it's only coated on one side. But this one looks a little extra. Nothing there. After we're done going through these here, I will be checking these for DDOs and things of that nature, but I don't want this video to be too long. It was kind of an impromptu video here, so we'll see what we can get. Nothing in the loose ones. Let's see how the roll does. Come on, big silver. That would be a negative. Nothing promising there. So far we have our one gold toned coin from that bank. This is one of the Wells Fargos. I believe this one said they had $8, or one of them had 8. This looks like it's about 8. Maybe it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's just 5. So this one must have had 5. Nothing very promising there. This is my one that had 8. There might be one in here, maybe. Sounds better than the last one. And nada again. Now this one, I know has at least one because I can hear it. So let's see what we have here. And this had the least. Look at that, baby. 1964, 90%er. 1965, 45%er. 1988, 0%er. Oh, 1967. So that had $2 in it, and three of the 4 were silver. So I hunted around. I had to try it, man. I mean, if you think about it this way, I spent probably as much time as I would have spent opening a box of halves, and I got 3 silver to show for it, and I actually have a 90%er, which I rarely tend to get. So it was certainly an adventure to get out and about. One of the cool things was, it's one of the Fifth Thirds that I stopped by. They did have $1,000 in halves. I said, that's a dump. And so the manager actually came out and talked to me. I'm like, is that something somebody turned in? She's like, yeah, I think so. I'm like, I don't think I want those then. I said, do you have quarters? Because I wasn't able to get quarters from my regular bank. And she said, yeah, coins aren't a problem anymore. I said, well, that's funny because all my Fifth Thirds have reduced me to 1 roll per denomination. She said, you can get whatever you want. So I said, give me a box of quarters. So I didn't score any halves while I was there, but I did get a box of quarters. So I did get my quarters for the day to hunt. And talk to a manager that seems pretty positive. So I said, plan on seeing me on a regular basis. So I'm going to stop by there a couple of times, and then I'm going to see if she'll order halves for me. I'll even take those halves off of her hands and dispose of them so she doesn't have to keep them in her vault if it helps her. So if you're out and about, can't find coin, none of these banks that I stopped by, I had accounts at. I just pulled up to the drive-thru. I said, hey, do you guys have any halves? And, you know, I would say more did not have halves than had halves. And most of the halves I picked up are clad, but they're going back. Didn't cost me anything but time and a little bit of gas. But I think that I probably covered my gas money in that almost $20 worth of silver that I picked up. Not to mention I found gold. So have a great day. Good luck on your hunts. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.